Let's talk about the time I was a mischievous young lad. I remember, I think it was like 3rd grade, and I was at my bus stop and I was bored and I had, my few friends there. It was one of the last days of school and I thought I could be invincible and nothing would happen. So my friend, she told me, hey, why don't you do something crazy at the last day for the bus stop? And I was like, psh, of course. So I brought it upon myself to then proceed to think it was a good idea to go to the telephone pole because, I didn't think it was gonna be a thing because I'm in 3rd grade. Like, what do I know? I don't know anything. We all just do things for fun when we're in 3rd grade because we're just little rascals. So I decided it'd be a good idea to walk over to the telephone machine, or whatever they call it, telephone machine, let's refer to it as that, where, you would have to put the quarter in to be able to call someone. But at that time, I didn't know that was a thing. So I decided to pick up the phone, dial 911, and then hang up. I thought I was such a badass for doing that, but in reality, it was a bad idea. So we're sitting there waiting for the bus to come by, and then I finally see something coming up and I think it's the bus. No, it's not. Turns out, whew, here comes the police sirens. And in my little 10-year-old mind, or however old I was when I was in 3rd grade, I was dying. I was gonna cry because he came out and he thought he was looking for something. And then when the police car came out, I was so scared. Like, oh my gosh, I was gonna pee my pants. I thought something was gonna happen to me. I thought I was gonna get arrested in 3rd grade. I was like, I'm gonna be sitting there with, they had to take my photos as like a first-time offender. Like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. I literally had no idea how I was gonna face that and tell my parents, because turns out the cop, he just let me off with a warning. He said, oh, make sure you go tell your parents all that stuff. And I was like a ghost literally went through my body and just took my soul and all my power, because I just went flush and white and I was scarred because I was like, I'm such a bad kid. Little did the officer know I never told my parents, so to this day my mom doesn't even know that I ever called 911 as a prank. So even though I got caught by the officer, I never got in trouble by my mom, so that one is a score for me. Though I was caught by the cop, my mom never caught me. So that is one for the history books on one of my little mischievous stories, even though it wasn't very mischievous. I was just the 3rd grader who didn't know anything. The story ends there, so I'm gonna end this video and I shall see you guys next time. Bye!